unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I got him.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Now Fitzpatrick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 36 yards. 39. Watch the slant. Out. Yup. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. 15 on it. Check Mike. Slam.
Finding room inside the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
It's going to be a long day. My goodness. 5-9. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Murray now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 43.
Here's Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, it's Gurley. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let go.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To throw is Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And some room to roam. David Johnson on his way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
53
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go.
Hey, two. Ready?
On 4th down, they snap it to Fitzpatrick. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
On the ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get it.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
53, Mike.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
40. Yeah. You don't want none. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Let's put him on the bike.
From the 38, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. 43's the mic. 43.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Ready. 57 ending. 55. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. That's it. 10. Under 10. 10.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
I smell it.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Taylor. And that'll wind up incomplete.
That's it, baby.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Bandit.
Now Gurley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Andy Isabella was the intended target.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Set, hut, 60 outlaw. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, here we go. Check 52.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Watch 55. You go night-night. Go night-night.
Second down and goal. Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Good. 18 Gator. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Short.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Taywan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Mike's 43. Watch 3. Blue Dan. 43 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let it go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, slant. Watch the slant. Motion. 6. 43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check. 43. And let's pin the mirror.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing now is Murray. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
53, Mike 53.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Murray. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They go to Johnson again. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And he fires one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. I'm coming after you. 43 in the mark.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mike 53.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
53, Mike. I'm coming for you. You mind?
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, exit. Go.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Going up top. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is caught, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch out.
Fitzpatrick now. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
57.
Bravo.
Pass. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Go.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, 1.
Check. Mike, 53.
Now.
First down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
12 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right?
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Echo. Mike 5'9".
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
Hot seven. Mike's 59. I'm coming after you.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike, check.
Back to throw it, Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, Lobo. 43.
Here we go. Check.
Hot route. Showing A.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Even. 4 down. Even. 43's the Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Check, 43.
Murray now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.